Hello, my name is Anne Marie McCaskill Davis from the City of Austin's Economic Development Department. Welcome to the Arts Education Relief Grant Application Workshop. The Economic Development Department oversees initiatives to assist the development of creative industries in Austin and support the community's unique cultural identity and vitality. This application workshop will provide information about the Arts Education Relief Grant. This program is funded by the National Endowment for the Arts, American Rescue Plan Act grants for local arts agencies for subgranting. During this webinar, we will review the Arts Education Relief Program highlights, applicant eligibility, eligible expenses, scoring criteria, information on how to apply, and a summary timeline of the application cycle. This program invests in Austin's diverse nonprofit arts education providers. This grant will help local arts education organizations recover from the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and prioritize applicants who have been at immediate risk of cultural erasure and displacement and/or institutionally marginalized. This program funds nonprofit arts education providers, arts education activities, primarily serving participants from early childhood through 18 years. At least 50% of the award must be paid to teaching artists providing direct services to students. Eligible applicants: 501c3 nonprofit organizations providing significant arts education services. Primarily serve participants from early childhood through 18 years, must be headquartered in the Austin Metropolitan Statistical Area, or MSA, with at least a 1-year operating history. Majority of the applicant's activities must be within the Austin city limits or its extraterritorial jurisdiction. To better understand this program's eligibility requirements, it's important to understand the definition of arts education nonprofit organizations. Arts education nonprofit organizations are local arts organizations and programs that provide performances, student workshops, after-school programs, family programs and festivals, artist in residency programs for schools, and professional development for teaching artists, arts teachers, and classroom teachers. They vary in size, arts discipline, and choice of methodologies, such as arts integration versus discrete arts instruction. Due to this diversity, they offer schools varying expertise, financial resources, and instruction types. They may provide pre-professional training for students or exposure through field trips, an exhibition, or performance experiences. Often, they complete their work through partnerships with schools or districts. This definition comes from Americans for the Arts, the Arts Education Field Guide of 2012. In addition, teaching artists are a vital component of the arts education ecosystem, as they are one of the 3 major providers of arts instruction, the other 2 being art specialists and general classroom teachers. Artist educator Eric Booth offers the following definition of teaching artists. A teaching artist educator, is a practicing professional artist with the complementary skills and sensibilities of an educator who engages people in learning experiences in, through, and about the arts. American for the Arts, the Arts Education Field Guide 2012. A teaching artist can be a contract employee or full or part-time staff. Priority will be given to applicants that serve and are accountable to communities that are at immediate risk of cultural erasure and displacement within Austin, and/or have been institutionally marginalized and underfunded by the City of Austin Cultural Arts Division. Applicants who have not received City of Austin Cultural Arts funding awards in the past 5 years. This does not include relief funds. Priority will be given to applicants that provide free or reduced programming for participants that identify as economically disadvantaged. For example, as referenced by Title I status, Texas Education Agency TEA data, or other measure. Organizations that offer services that are bilingual or bicultural, organizations that primarily serve students receiving disability services, Applicants who have budgets with a significant percentage of funds allocated to arts education activities. Applicants may request $25,000. There is no matching requirement at this time. If awarded, applicants can choose to decline any portion of funds they don't need. Applicants will submit a project budget narrative as part of their application demonstrating how they will use the funds. We strongly encourage contractors to pay all who work on the project an equitable wage. While Arts Education Relief supports a breadth of creative projects, all projects funded by NEA revenue are required to use the funds for one or more of these budget categories: salary support, full or partial, for one or more staff positions; fees, stipends for artists, and/or contractual personnel only in support of services they provide for specific activities in support of your organization's day-to-day operations; facilities costs such as mortgage principal, rent, and utilities; costs associated with health and safety supplies for staff and/or visitors' audiences, like personal protective equipment, PPE, cleaning supplies, hand sanitizer, etc. Marketing and promotion costs. Rescue plan funds may be used by the organization to support existing jobs, new jobs, or restore jobs that were furloughed or eliminated due to the pandemic. Applications will be reviewed and scored by a panel of experts. Applications that meet the requirements outlined in these guidelines and receive the highest scores will be recommended for funding. The number of awards that are approved is subject to the availability of funds. Applicants will only receive points that apply to their project, and we anticipate that most applications will not receive the maximum number of points available. The application rubric is comprised of a total of 100 points broken down into 3 focus areas: 50 points for artistic excellence, artistic merit, and equity priorities, and 20 points for organization, and 30 points for urgency. Each focus area is further broken down into specific scoring criteria. These criteria are mission and key constituencies, cultural leadership, history of service, accessibility, budget, percent of participants that identify as economically disadvantaged, effects from COVID-19 pandemic, previous city funding, percent of annual budget for arts education activities, and overall budget size. You can find the scoring criteria and scoring rubric with more information about these criteria in the program guidelines on our website. The Arts Education Relief Grant application is due on Tuesday, September 12th by 5 p.m. via the online portal application. The expert panel will review and score applications in September. Awards will be announced on September 29th, 2023. To apply, you must visit www.austintexas.gov/arts-education-relief-grant. On our website, you will find the Arts Education Relief Grant guidelines and other program details, a preview of application questions, the application link, instructions to get started in portal, and information on how to get help. We strongly recommend that you draft all narrative responses on your own separate document so you can easily paste the answers into the online application. The Arts Education Relief Grant application will have required document uploads. All applicants must provide the organization's IRS determination letter, which indicates when the IRS approved the organization's 501c status, a copy of the most recently completed IRS Form 990. If the applicant has recently received their IRS nonprofit designation, please submit the most recently completed fiscal year financial statement. Insurance assessment PDF, which is emailed to you once you complete the insurance assessment survey. Up to 3 work samples demonstrating the programs offered and/or impact of the programs on their primary constituents. All sample materials provided should be concise and representative of the applicant's primary programming Work samples might include bios of key artists and creative decision makers, artwork samples, promotional materials, programs, season brochures, newsletters, etc. Collages of representative materials will be accepted as a single item of documentation. Links to videos and audio clips. Video and audio clips should not be more than 5 minutes total. Panelists will be instructed to review only 5 minutes of video and audio samples. Website or social media pages. If you would like help with your application, you can request direct application support from MindPop. Sign up for one of our feature workshops where we will provide helpful information about the Arts Education Relief Grant, or join us for an upcoming open office hours at 10 a.m. to noon every Tuesday and Thursday through the application deadline. No appointment is needed for the open office hours. Workshops and open office hours will be available online and in person. Information for how to access these support opportunities can be found on our website. Thank you for your time and participation. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to contact any member of the Cultural Arts Funding staff or MindPop staff. You can also find more information about this and other Cultural Arts Division programs on www.austincreates.com. Good luck with your application.